I just finished watching the Fantastic Four First Steps, and I wanted to absolutely love this movie. And while it's definitely a good film, I was a little disappointed by it. So let's get into my full spoiler-free thoughts on the best and worst parts of the film. First of all, the casting truly is fantastic in this movie. Like, all these actors do such a great job as these characters. And I do have a few problems with the way some characters act or are treated in the movie itself, but the actors all did an incredible job. Joseph Quinn as Johnny Storm was honestly one of the MVPs of the movie for me. Like, I really wasn't sure if he was going to be able to nail that kind of like frat boy, kind of playboy kind of attitude that Johnny Storm has, but he was so perfect as this character. Lots of really funny lines and just great serious moments too. One of my big problems with the movie is that my homie, the Thing, is kind of overshadowed by the rest of the characters in the movie. Like, he kind of just feels like he's there and has nothing to do. Like, he has this little side story going on in the film, never really amounts to anything. I also feel like in just all the action and fight scenes, he's also incredibly just underused. Like, a good performance, again, the CGI, everything looks incredible, but just wanted more of him. Honestly, what kind of stole the show for me was Galactus and Silver Surfer. They are both handled so perfectly for the majority of this movie. Now, again, I do wish we got a little bit more scenes with Galactus. I feel like he doesn't have enough screen time for sure. But that first reveal of seeing Galactus for the first time in the movie, the voice acting, and just the pure scale of this character is all handled perfectly. And really the same goes for the Silver Surfer in this film. She is absolutely incredible. One of my favorite characters of the entire movie, honestly. The best part about this whole film is that it looks absolutely stunning visually. Like, they absolutely nailed the aesthetic of this kind of like retro futuristic New York. It looks so unique and vibrant. Scenes that take place in outer space in this film, like, they absolutely look incredible, and in my opinion were the best parts of the entire movie. I kind of wish the entire film had the feeling of the space sequences. Because honestly, my biggest problem with this movie is that it's super uneven. Like, I feel like the tones kind of bouncing all over the place. All three acts of the movie feel completely different, which isn't inherently a bad thing. Like, that can work very well in certain movies. I feel like this film just kind of didn't balance it properly. And again, I know this sounds very negative. I still think it's a good movie. It's going to get a good score at the end of this, don't worry. But I just have a lot of problems. Like, this could have legitimately been a great all-timer MCU film. Because I legitimately think the first hour of this film is, like, amazing. I love how we're introduced to the Fantastic Four themselves, the characterizations of them, how we're introducing the threat of Galactus. I think it's all handled so well. All my problems really come in the second half. I feel like a lot of things in the story just happen that are super predictable or just lazily thrown together. There's a few characters that I feel like aren't handled well in the second half, either because of the decisions that they're making or just what happens with them in the story. And I'm going to make a full spoiler-filled video this weekend to go over the specifics here, because again, it's very hard to talk about what I don't like about the film because it's all spoiler story points, but I'm not covering any of that here. Let's get back to some positives. The score by Michael Giacchino, I hope I didn't butcher his name, is absolutely incredible. I mean, this is the same guy that did the score for The Batman, so we know he knows how to absolutely cook. This film does have me very excited for the future of the MCU, both in seeing the Fantastic Four characters again in the next Avengers films, and hopefully they get a sequel on their own. And between this and Thunderbolts, Kevin Feige and Marvel Studios are definitely sticking to their word, where they're focusing in a lot more on quality and letting the directors actually have their individual stories that feel very unique, because this film feels very different than anything we've seen in the MCU before. And like I've highlighted some story elements I have problems with, the actual filmmaking, like I mentioned the visuals, but also just the set design and costumes are all incredible in this film and feel so much more real and alive than so many other MCU projects lately. So I'm going to give the movie a solid 7.5 out of 10, because again, a very enjoyable film with so many great elements and performances in it. I just have some problems with the way the story goes. It's still easily the best Fantastic Four movie we've ever gotten. If you're a Marvel fan, go and see it. You're probably going to be much higher on it than me, honestly. Make sure you're subscribed for my full spoiler-filled review I'm going to do this weekend, and click the playlist above me to see all the other Marvel videos on my channel.